Hi, I am Christiana, and I just want to tell you some changes I've decided to make. And one of them is that I want to start posting on Fridays instead of Wednesdays, because I think Friday is a door to the weekend and it's a time that we can make a little space for some inspirational stuff. So I also didn't want to just pick up my camera and just talk 22 seconds that I'm changing my filming schedule and then that is it. So today I got you something. I want to tell you something inspiring from a book. I have this book I've been reading. I've read it like a number of times, but as I thought of what to share to add up to what I had to say, which I've said before, I decided I'm going to read you a page of this book. 2 pages or maybe 3, right? I just hope I don't know if books I can get copyrighted or whatever it is, but I'm going to try and read you some things, okay? So this is the book. Can you see? I think maybe you are seeing it upside down. That did not help. Okay. So this book, it is called When God Walked the Earth by Rick Joyner. I think we know Rick Joyner as the author of The Final Quest. I got The Final Quest in this book so many years ago, but I don't know, I think maybe it's because of the number of pages, but I've read this book more times than I have read The Final Quest, and it has been a blessing. And I still have this book, The Final Quest. I remember I gave it to someone and I don't have it anymore. So, no. Will I be copyrighted for reading from this book? No, I'm going to give some credit to the writer just in case. So, Rick Joyner is the founder, executive director, and senior pastor of Morning Star Fellowship Church. Rick and his wife Julie live in South Carolina and have 5 children: Anne, Ian, Amber, Ben, and Sam. And I'm going to just read about the book. So, after creation itself, the greatest miracle was when God himself became a man and walked upon the earth. He did this to show man how to become a new creation, ascending into the heavenly realm with a spiritual nature. This book is about the most remarkable times from the perspective of both men and angels. Rick Joyner. I'm going to read page 119 of When God Walked the Earth by Rick Joyner. And just a quick review. Jesus visited them, Zebedee and his sons, right, in their home. And then this is the emotions or the experience of James with the Messiah. So, James was stunned. A flood of thoughts arose from his heart. He had never considered himself a spiritual person like his brother. He tried to live by the rules and sincerely tried to do what was right, mostly to honor his father and mother. But he had really never felt much of a desire to know about God. I just feel like this part kind of relates to us somehow, me personally. There are times when I do good things, like I'm that good daughter, but it's mostly not to stay out of trouble, not that I want to please God or honor God. And sometimes I want to, but God seemed too ambiguous and hard to understand. This I know. Like, he had felt a subtle and almost continuous guilt about this. But now it was more than that. For some reason, at this moment, he felt shame that he had not wanted to know more about God. The presence of Jesus magnified these feelings in him to the point that he felt that he would either have to run or weep. When we go to church and we see people crying just from the presence, and you look them like, oh, yes, men feel that. I think mostly it's women that we see them do that. James is a man. All right, and then this is Jesus. Do not be ashamed. Listen, Jesus is telling you today, do not be ashamed. You are no different from other men. No man desires to know God. Many do want to honor him, but few want to know him. And even fewer want to be close to him. But the Father wants to be close to men. And he wants to be close to you. He wants to use you to help bring men closer to him. So it's just close. Each word seemed to hit James like a hammer upon his breast. John and his father were even embarrassed as tears began to flow down James's face. They had never seen him this emotional before, and he had never felt this way before. He was truly sorry that he had not tried to know God. He was also happier that he could even remember being as he considered what Jesus had just said to him. He could not only get close to God, but he was sure that somehow the Lord was asking him to right now. Master, please, just tell me what I need to do. Follow me. I do not know you, but I somehow know that you are true. I feel as if God himself is speaking through you. You not only know what I'm thinking, you are somehow drawing my deepest thoughts out of my heart. I have never felt like this, and I do not do things rashly, but I know that I will follow you. I will. Zebedee watched the entire scene in stunned silence. How could such a brief moment with a stranger have such an impact on his son? And why is it that in spite of his astonishment, he was not feeling dismayed but peace? He felt that even as crazy as it all seemed, it was right. In fact, he even felt excitement. Let me just read another part as well. I keep just reading. Jesus then turned and looked at Zebedee. As he did, Zebedee felt something that he had not felt since he was a young child. He called it the joyful presence. This is what I want to tell you guys. This book is what I want to read to you, and the passage I just read is the sentence I want you to hear today. I'll see you on Friday. Bye. I also have to add this. For some time now, I have been feeling very preachy in my videos. I don't know. I'm not a preacher. I've not been to any pastoral school of any sort. And also, whenever I rehearse, not really rehearse per se, but like whenever I try to collect my thoughts on what I want to say and all, I am this calm, cool person. And then whenever I just start talking, then it's like the pace, the emotions. So you know what? I won't judge you if you listen to my video on 0.9 or 0.8 speed because you want to kind of grasp whatever I'm saying. And I also wouldn't judge you if you go fast paced. I mean, yeah, but I'm not a preacher. I am just a girl who has decided to include God in her YouTube channel, right? Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Guys, I know I said I will not be preachy or I'm not a preacher and all that. Guys, I'm just coming from a Friday conference, right? Arise for the Kingdom, and they were saying, receive the gift to preach. And I stood up and jumped and I received it, right? It's after like I actually thought of it that it's today it's just today that I told myself that now me and preaching, no way may receive it. It means that there will be more. As you receive, you give. Do you understand? So bear with me, especially if I say things or I'm preaching. I have received. To receive it, Jesus' name.